Good Tuesday morning. It is 8:07 here in Atlanta. I'm sitting here at my dining room window. It's just pouring down rain right now. It's been kind of drizzling all night, but now it's just like really picked up and pouring down. It's gray. It's cold. Yeah. Wish I didn't have to get out into it. I've got a teeth cleaning at 10:30, but it's just right up the street. But I've got to go. I don't like getting my teeth cleaned. Do y'all? I just don't like it. But we got to do it. You know, I still got most of all my teeth. You know, so there's that. Anyhow, the Morning Post, everybody. Boom Boom has gotten fat. Boom Boom's my little male French bulldog, and seems to be getting fatter. He no longer can hop up on the bed. He could always hop up on the bed until about a year ago, but now he just comes and he stands up on the side of the bed, and he just looks at me with those big old puppy dog eyes, and I can't just reach over and pick him up and pull him up on the bed. I have to get up out of the bed, reach down, get him under his belly, lift him up. He's heavy too. It's like picking up two cement blocks that's on top of each other. He's heavy. And he's awkward, that little short compact. But anyhow, I digress. I haven't changed any of the way that he eats. I've always kept all my dogs. I just put their food down. It never, if I see it empty, I fill it back up. And they always had doggy doors. But on rainy days like this, they are animals, but they won't go out and pee and poop with it raining or wet outside. Strange, isn't it? We've domesticated these animals so much. They can't even go pee outside if the weather's not good. I thought also maybe it's just because Boom Boom's a Baptist, and Baptists, they big people. They like to eat, don't they? I know, I'm not talking down on them, but I was a deacon in a Baptist church for 5 years. And when I was involved in the Pentecostal Apostolic Church, the people over there, they're big people too. They ain't got nothing. They can wobble. When they walk, they big people too. But the Pentecostal people got so excited about the gifts of the Spirit and the laying on of hands and speaking in tongues and prophecy and gifts and miracles. Baptist people, the most I seen them get excited was when they all brought fried chicken and potato salad to eat after Sunday service, which we did often. So, but anyway, Ava headed out this morning driving through Atlanta traffic up to Kennesaw. I was trying to lay in bed while writing this post. It's odd. I don't like laying in bed. I feel like I need to get up and sit up and do it properly. It is a cold, rainy, gray morning here in Atlanta. I have a teeth cleaning at 10:30 this morning. Repeat myself, ain't I? Oh, and by the way, Amazon delivered that new digital scale. Ava said, well, we got our money's worth out of the last one. We bought it in 2017. We've had it for 8 years. And they're only like $30. But anyhow, we got the new scale, and I weighed over 200 for the first time. I gained 3 pounds, which put me over 200 for the first time in 3 years. I weighed 202. Y'all, I'm going to tell you something. That devil's real. So anyway, let's move on. The world seems a really screwed up place lately, doesn't it? With the U.S. military committing war crimes right before our very eyes. We have a president who cares nothing about the Constitution of the United States. And most of his people that voted for him don't either, really. Actions speak louder than words. At least they'll go along with that part of it. The economy is tinkering on another collapse or dive. Headline in the AJC this morning, thousands of homes have been pulled off the real estate market here in Atlanta because nobody's buying houses in the country right now. House sales are slumping. That's one reason I'm not in so big of a hurry to get the Key Road house on the market, because it'll just sit there unless you start cutting prices drastically. They're cutting prices. I've seen where they cut house prices on Cabbagetown houses that popped up, $50,000, try to cut it on down to get it sold. Still sitting there. Anyway, there's that. Thank you, Mr. President. That's a Donald Trump thing he's doing to the economy. Of course, they'll blame it on Joe Biden. Go on, Eddie, and quit babbling. But the world really does seem really screwed up lately, with the U.S. committing war crimes right before our very eyes, the economy tinkering on a dive. There are no good signs in the country. Y'all just come tell me something good. What's good happening in the U.S. right now? Look all across Washington. What's good? The only thing I could think is good is maybe in that 7th Congressional District in Tennessee that's voting today. If the Republican won last time by 22 percentage points, and nobody thinks the Democrat lady is going to win. But, man, if she did win, that'd be a shocker. In Tennessee, that would be some good news, wouldn't it? So, anyhow, we are living through biblical times, if I can say it right, whatever that means. Usually, anything mentioning times in the Bible in the same sentence, never good. Never good. Is Donald Trump the fulfillment of everything that John the Revelator warned us of? After years of thinking Revelations was a bunch of cockamamie stuff written by someone who was tripping on the Isle of Patmos. Everybody knows John liked to do a few mushrooms when he was out on that isle with his eyes put out. I may reconsider that now, with MAGA marching across the land under the banner of the cross of Christ. Think how ridiculous that is. This man up here in the White House that daily insults and mocks and makes fun of American peoples was elected because the Christians across this country thought that's the man God wants in the White House. Let's just see what kind of shape the church is in, don't it? Poof. Good Lord. Yesterday, when I heard about the passing of Dr. Sheila, after I thought about it for a while, I thought, sometimes life just sucks. That was the best answer I could come up with in the way I was feeling. Yes, we can say it was her time, or she is not suffering anymore, and all of that other stuff, and all that's true, but in reality, sometimes life just sucks. Sure, 79 is a long life. 89 would have been longer. But I can tell you that last conversation I had with her on that Sunday morning at Metron, she's sitting in front of me, and we were just talking back and forth before the service started. I can tell you she was enjoying her life. She had a zest for life in her eyes. She was making plans on being here for longer, proudly telling me, I turned 80 in January. When I heard that she was rushed to the hospital with an aortic aneurysm and passed yesterday, I thought yesterday morning, sometimes, y'all, life just kind of sucks. She still had people on her appointment calendar coming up for this week, I'm sure. I will say that about them. Keep your appointment calendars booked up right up until you head out of here. So so anyway, I just thought about this right here. If there is a God up there that's calling people's numbers, old school evangelicals, they think you're not going to go until God calls your number. You're not going to go until it's your time, that somehow there's this mystical deity up in the heavens that's going to, it's time for Uncle Charlie to come home now. Well, if that were true, which it's not, I've got a whole list I could fax up to Glory Land, to the Almighty, that he could have made the world a lot better place by calling some of these other people home that's causing all this chaos in the world. Lord help us, Jesus. Makes no sense. Maybe they will come out with a dog Ozempic. Boom Boom is fat, and I'm not far behind. But it is the holidays, and we have Christmas coming, along with more eating. Southern folks love to eat. Good Tuesday morning, sweet people. Today I will lift up my eyes unto the rainy heavens and rejoice to be here this morning, that I'm in good health, that I have heat in my house. I will rejoice for this day. I am alive. And if you're listening to this, you are too. Get up and get her done now. Come on, let's go.